Today we go back in time, March 2018, to when I was living at Hideaway Lodge Backpackers in Kerikeri and working in a honey factory. A group of us had gone up north together after selling paintings door to door in Auckland, after Sebastian had gone there first and came back, told everyone how much work there was. Work began bright and early at 7 a.m. It was early March, winter's chill still hung in the air. Cool morning mist clung to the frosty grass. I'd wake up around 6:15, and it was only a 10-15 minute drive out to the factory. I don't even remember what I did for breakfast at the time. The only one from the group that I worked with at the honey factory was Sebastian, and it was cool working with him for a few weeks before he left and worked with random people. Generally, it was a collection of other backpackers, but at the end, it was actually Jorge, a retired jeweler from Brazil. It was interesting working with him. The whole time, I was completely fascinated with the bees. I'd never been afraid of bees, but it was interesting just walking through a cloud, a swarm of them, and nothing would happen. They would just continue flying about. They'd land on you, walk on you. In general, you were going to be safe. And almost immediately, the buzzing became this sort of therapeutic white noise. I mean, just listen to the sound of this swarm.
Wow, I've never seen so many bees in my life. Luckily in here, almost none. And even though I just walked through a giant swarm of bees, no sting so far, knock on wood. See how long that lasts today.
Yes, I did end up getting stung 4 times, but at least 3 of them were my fault.
Most bees I've ever seen in a warehouse. Flying all around me. Got a few still sucking on some honey. Whew. Wow. Well, one of my glasses. Because I'm covered in honey. Got bees all over me.
The warehouses I showed earlier were where we were doing decontamination work, removing dead bees, larvae, eggs, anything else that was in the frames that we wanted out of the frames. Then we put them in the hot room to be processed and have the honey extracted. But this was my nightmare. This was the washing station. And at the washing station, that's where we took individual frames one at a time, put them through the washing machine, and cleared off everything that was on there. Now, the problem was, a lot of these frames, because of lack of workers, had been sitting in the yard for months. There were mice, there were cockroaches, there were all manner of creatures in these frames. It was disgusting work, 10 hours a day. I did get this cool video of a praying mantis though, so small wins. In the end, I worked at the honey factory for about 6 weeks, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. Did have to take a little bit of extra time off around Easter, which was disappointing because I was trying to save as much money as possible to continue my travels. But as you can see, my hands were just falling apart. My fingernails were peeling off, skin was falling apart. They were too wet for too long, and it was time for me to move on.